Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Poison Akami here. Me, myself, and I back at it again with another video. And today's video, I have a rather serious topic regarding the Naruto Storm 4 community and just the game itself. Before I get into that, though, I just want to reassure you all, those of you who have been sending me your coaching videos, thank you for sending me your coaching videos. At the moment, I have so many in lineup. I might have to keep uploading them so consistently. So if you just recently sent me your coaching video within the last few days, it's gonna be a while until it gets uploaded because I got videos that I generally want to make and get out to you guys, and not only that, but there's just so many people who want coaching videos done for them. This series is gonna be long, so please just be patient with me. Looking by the title, you're obviously clicking on this thinking, oh boy, what's Yama or what's Poison got to say? How about I hop into some ranked matches, we'll just play some ranked match games, and let's talk about it real quick. So I'm just gonna search for these because I need to get my BP up in ranked for one. I need to do that. So I thought, why not do this and talk to you guys about the current state of Naruto Storm 4. Alright, so what's going on with Naruto Storm 4? So a common thing that I found between myself, people like myself, Mr. Air Force 464 on YouTube, Playco Armboy, and Jerkflow Koto, and probably many others have mentioned this. Ever since the 1.10 patch or whichever patch was to bring in Momoshiki and stuff, this game hasn't been the same since. The RTB patch that we had for Road to Boruto a long time ago kind of just disappeared. Now, obviously there was going to be major minor changes because that's what happens in patches and stuff, but the main problem I have is there are slight optimization issues with the game now. Issues that kind of ruin the competitive for this game. Now, before I get into that, sorry, my dog's barking. But before I get into that, don't listen to what I'm saying here and get discouraged on Storm 4 or anything. I have good intentions of what I'm saying and what can be done about it. That's what you get for jumping too much, Yama. So the problem with this game is right now is like I said, there are optimization issues. These optimizations include just missed inputs happening during the game now. During certain scenarios of Storm 4, you'll try to do something and your inputs aren't getting read. This is something that I myself, Playco Armboy have been having. Jerkflow even mentioned it. This video is completely inspired by Jerkflow Koto. Because basically what he talks about in his video, I think it was titled Quitting Storm 4. Now he did mention that was a clickbait title because I was also really concerned when he put that. He isn't actually quitting Storm 4. I think he's just quitting on his goal. So for those of you who completely misunderstood that video and probably didn't listen to all of it, I actually watched this video all the way through because I got to support a fellow YouTuber out here. So yeah, shout out to Jerkflow Koto. But what he was talking about was he's quitting on what he promised or what he said he was going to do, which is try to be top 10. And he wanted to become top 10 because of this whole problem in the community of, to have any type of importance or for anyone to talk about you or, to have any type of relevance or whatever, or have any type of respect in the community, you need to be top 10 or you need to be on a high competitive level. So he's basically given up on that, and he's decided just to play this game on more of a casual route. Obviously, he's still happy to do first to fives, I think, and he's still happy just to play the way he is. But he isn't hell bent on trying to become a top tier anymore. If you want to basically watch Jerkflow's video about that, feel free to check him out. Go to his channel, and then it's literally titled I'm Quitting Storm 4. Go show Jerk some love. Really be sure to listen carefully to everything he's saying. And another reason he was talking about is literally the missed inputs and the problem in Storm 4, which is the same problem that I've been having a bunch. Now, when it comes to this game, I am very technical, very technical. I make sure that I am doing everything to the best of my ability. As in, every input I have, really matters for me in this game. I'm making sure that everything I do is being accounted for. But, if there are situations where I can't block or whatever, or things like that, that's where it gets annoying. And ever since Road to Boruto dropped, I've been having some bad misinputs. And I'm not saying that the misinputs are like they're happening all the time or whatever. What I'm saying is that these... Okay, this guy literally just given up. Let's kill him. But basically, these misinputs are literally just a big problem to the point where it's crucial. If any of you watch my live streams and see in my live streams how I'm literally almost yelling because I'm trying to do something and misinputs are not allowing me to do so, it sucks. It really sucks. And I'm literally just there like face palming, just like, dude, what is this? Like, what is this game? Going back to all of that, there's a reason as to why I listed the people I did. So I listed Mr. Air Force, and everyone is like, he uploaded like some PMs with me and him the other day. Or not the other day, it was like about a week ago or something, or maybe even longer than that. It was like a little short while ago. And I think he literally put in the title or something like our battle versus, or we were like talking about it somewhere in the video, like on the like comment section or whatever, like our battle with misinputs. Like we were literally just saying it, like calling it that, because we weren't having a good time with the misinputs in the game. Okay, he's gonna end that combo. And then, so yeah, Jerkflow making his video like was one thing, and then obviously it inspired me to talk about some other things wrong with this whole place. It is generally, when it comes to competitive, right now it's hard because of the misinputs and stuff. I'm sorry if this commentary is kind of like all over the place. Playing and talking, I guess, can be a little hard. So yeah, please be patient with me, everybody. But yeah, so one thing he was talking about was that, and I completely agree. And I want to get more into like the misinputs and stuff about this game soon. Another thing I find wrong with this is the competitive atmosphere of Storm. So a common complaint that I keep hearing in this game is not enough respect for people. Just, you know, people aren't respecting each other. There are some people out here with toxic mindsets in this game, or sometimes it's not even toxic mindsets, it's more so like very narrow-minded mindsets. Like they just have such a narrow-minded view on what it means to be a good player or to be acknowledged as a good player, and that's where a problem lies. So that was something else at Jerkflow. So a lot of this, as you can tell, a lot of this video, what I'm saying, is inspired by Jerkflow Kota. But it's not only something that he has just said, because if it's something that he would have said, I probably wouldn't have just made this video. It's actually something that I've had my own friends tell me, like my own, like, you know, friends that I know of that are trying to get better in the game, and just people that tell me in general, is a problem they have, or something that's just discouraging, is you can't do a first to 5, or you can't feature in someone's live stream without having other people, or without you losing, and having people like just look at you differently. You know, like if you lose or whatever, people are so quick to be like, oh, this person's trash, this person's trash, this person's trash, blah blah blah. And people are only saying that this player is trash or whatever because they couldn't beat, I don't know, this top player, you know? They can't beat insert top player right here, you know? Like, oh, because they got 2 stock once. Like, people are so fickle and so just simple-minded. Like, I literally remember one time, I was on Jalak's live stream one time, and we were both just playing casually, like, casual playstyles, casual teams, like, basically how I'm playing now is how we were both playing, more so. But my team was, I guess, like, slightly weaker than his, and I was beating him. I was beating him back-to-back, like, consistently. And the problem is that everybody in the chat was then doubting, so all of Jalak's viewers at the time were doubting Jalak for his skills, and instantly wondering if he's really that strong because, you know, he was losing back-to-back because we weren't playing competitive teams, you know, we weren't doing usual, typical try-hard teams. And that is the problem with this game. or not so this game in particular, but the community with it. Like, you gotta understand, with the state of this game, not only is it the game itself that can cause the problems, but it's also the hive mindset that a lot of you have that affects a lot of us, you know, competitive players. And the thing is like, I remember at the time, you know, Zhao was actually getting like, you know, I think it was annoying him a little bit, because I remember he was just having very sarcastic responses, and I just remember typing in the chat like, guys, these aren't serious PMs. Like, the problem, what everyone in the community has got to stop doing is looking at every fight and taking every single fight seriously. Because why take a fight seriously when the two players you're watching aren't taking it seriously themselves? So when it comes to like casual PMs and people are streaming casual PMs and someone's like losing a bunch, it doesn't particularly matter, because when they're doing competitive fights, that's when it does matter. But then let me get onto that topic. If you're doing competitive fights in Naruto Storm 4, so if you tune into a live stream and both players are doing first to 5, or they're doing, I don't know, it's like a CB, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4 or whatever, and that player is still losing a bunch, it doesn't particularly mean that they're, you know, trash now. So this is like the thing, like, people are just so blunt and rude when it comes to like someone losing. They'll watch someone lose and be like, oh, that person's ass now, oh, they're washed, you know, they're terrible. And it's so discouraging. It's actually so discouraging. It gets to the point where people, they kind of feel like they have to live up to an expectation that shouldn't even be there. And it's annoying. This whole video right now, I'm not even choosing overpowered teams, or they're not overpowered in my opinion. They're literally like the most casual as they come, because I'm trying to prove a point where, for me to have fun right now, competitive is kind of dwindling for me. It's kind of like disappearing because of all the reasons listed, and I'm going to continue on. But yeah, man, like, the problem is right now is like the people have like this hive mindset of, oh, you know, this guy loses a little bit, he's trash. Yeah, he's trash. And then they begin to make up lies saying, oh, you know, I could beat this guy easy clap, like blah, blah, blah. And that's just where, like, it's just disrespect. It's just pure disrespect. And I'll tell you the problem. It's because of problems like that is why other people, like, quit. And then we wonder why, like, you know, the community is lacking in players. And, you know, then we wonder, like, why the community sometimes struggles in terms of player base is because some players, deadass, are leaving just because they get disrespected like this, because they don't get, you know, any terms of acknowledgement, or they don't get any nice try. It's more so, haha, that player's trash now. It's just spiteful. It's just unnecessary and it's spiteful, and I just hate that. Like, why feel the need to call someone trash, or to go and talk about them in forums or in other people's live streams saying, oh yeah, no, this guy's trash because, you know, he lost this like CB, or he lost his first to 5 against this player. Wow, garbage. Doesn't mean that the player is garbage. Yeah, they may have lost sometimes and stuff, but they're still as good as they were. What you gotta remember is, people just don't go down in strength, or they don't, you know, get worse. The problem is, well, not the problem, the thing is that everybody's improving at a rate, you know, and people improve and grow at different rates. And this being said, some players are going to take other players over due to, you know, how fast they're growing in the game. Like, we'll take Playco, for example. Playco just grows fast because he's just very good at adapting. Where if you take, I don't know, I can't think of an example of anyone who can grow slowly, but I feel like I don't really want to either, because I just don't want to put that person on blast and give them a hard time, because I don't want you guys taking it, you know, the wrong way, or anyone talking badly about them. But compared to a player that doesn't improve very fast, maybe you watching this might think this about yourself, you'll know that you're just going to struggle. Players who are already at the top but are getting overtaken, they're going to struggle. And the thing is, I'm going to mention a couple of names here, or maybe at least one name. One person who's actually opened up to me about this problem of having to live up to an expectation is someone like Dark Mask. This was a long time ago. This was like 2-3 years ago, during when like there's a lot more people playing, and competitive was really like spiking up in Storm 4, like in the online scene. But yeah, like he messaged me one time and saying, like, literally, sometimes I don't always like to play on live stream, or I don't want to always be playing with, you know, my own viewers and stuff, or, you know, sometimes I won't accept every first to five because he says, not only am I fighting against the person, but I'm fighting against like people's expectations. I'm fighting against an image that, yes, I have given for myself. I have given myself this image of, yes, top player, you know, top of the top, probably #1 NA, or, you know, rivaled with Playco or whatever. But he said the problem is that if I just slip up at least once, even if something as casual as player matches, I won't live that down. And when I heard that, it actually made me really sad. I was like, that's true. Sad, but true. Like, that is a thing. You mess up, people just think differently of you. You lose respect. Or in a game, you know, like, I can't always just say, oh, this is just a game, because Storm is actually very important to me. I'm very passionate about this game, and I've put so many hours into this. And I mean, well, you can just tell by looking at my record, like, the amount of wins I have in Storm, insane. But it's the mindset and the general talk of the community that discourages players. Literally, I have friends that say to me like, oh, I get challenged to first to fives, but sometimes I don't want to do them because I know that when I lose, word gets spread around me. First to fives that don't even get live streamed, people will lose them. Then the winner of that first to five will go and brag about it to their group chat of friends. And then, you know, a couple of days later, that player who lost will then get like the occasional harassing message of, oh, what do you mean? Like, you're not good, you're trash because you lost to so-and-so 5-3, 5-2 or some shit. And it's just a problem. It's like, we just need respect for each other. We can't just be watching these things and be like, oh, they're trash. We can realistically say, oh, you know, we can watch live streams, we can watch first to fives and be like, oh, okay, yeah, like, this guy is clearly struggling, it's 10-1 to so-and-so, yeah, maybe he shouldn't have picked this fight. But we can't go around saying they're trash. We can't go putting them down and saying, oh, they're garbage, or they should quit, or laugh at them. Just help them. Direct them to tutorials. That's why I'm making tutorials. I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to pick, the whole point of my channel is I'm trying to pick them up when they're getting knocked down, you know? I'm trying to help encourage people. I'm trying to help grow the competitive scene. But right now, it's kind of hard when some of the players in the community, I'm not going to go through names because it's a fair few people, and I know like a lot of you watching this aren't guilty of this. Actually, I'm very lucky to have a lot of you who are you guys are very nice people. Like, I've realized just by talking to you guys in my comments, and because I reply to a lot of comments, and having you guys in my live stream as well, you guys are so wonderful. Like, you know, a lot of you, and I'm grateful to have so many like great subscribers. You know, I'm on 2,000 subscribers, almost 3K, and the majority of you are so great. Well, those of you who talk anyway. Feel free to drop a comment. It's just, basically, I'm gonna get off this topic of, you know, the community, but one thing we can make sure we're doing is that if you're watching a first to five, or you're seeing, you know, a competitive set of battles, and you see one of your favorite players or someone who you did look highly upon, like, struggling or they're losing, don't discourage them. Think about how they're feeling when they're losing. You know, like, just don't give them a hard time. Now, thankfully, I haven't been too much of a victim of this. I mean, one time I have been a victim where I think, like, Jalak and I first to five or something, and, like, I remember, like, one time I was, like, losing the first to five a little bit. Like, I was like, a couple of fights, a couple of wins behind, and then, what was it? I was losing a little bit, and then people were like, haha, like, Jao is like labbing on Yama, he's not even fighting seriously, and it just made me feel like trash. It made me just want to leave, like, part the way through. It wasn't inspiring or anything. It wasn't encouraging. It wasn't fun for me, because, you know, I'm seeing names who I've even seen comment on my stuff, just like talk about me like that, you know, just laugh at me and just put me down just for losing a first to five. But I know full well if those guys would do it, they'd probably be in a worse scenario than me. They'd probably get destroyed a lot more. You know, it's just, it's fun doing competitive. You gotta remember, like, competing, not only is it like a serious thing, but it's also very fun. Like, yeah, we take it seriously, but we also try to have fun. We play this game. We play video games because they're fun. You know, it's not like we're doing this because it's our job. But anyways, that's like my deal on the community. Now I'm gonna get back to the game. So yeah, my main problem is the game right now. Is the reason why it's kind of doing like, you know, putting the state of Naruto Storm 4 down a little bit is mainly because of these misinputs issues. Now, another thing that actually inspired me to make this video, and I'm gonna show the tweet on the screen here, is oh damn, I can't believe I messed that one up. Playco Armboy put a tweet out talking about how with RTB, I think he had the chance to play RTB somehow. I don't know. He didn't really quite go into details because Twitter doesn't let you post like a bunch of stuff. But basically, he was talking about how like the game is just so different now due to the patch with the misinputs and everything. And that's something I want to get into. So the tweet will be right here, and I obviously liked and retweeted this instantly the minute I saw it because I completely agree. And then something he said is we need to work on another patch happening. Now, I am pretty confident that we can work on another patch happening for this game, because I'm pretty sure that I've had an influence before. I'm pretty sure a lot of you who watch me, I mean, some people think I have a direct contact to CC2 to get a patch going. I don't have direct contact. Maybe they watch my videos, maybe they don't. They haven't shown up in my videos. It's just a very clear assumption that we all have, because I've talked about stuff in my videos, then they've made changes according to the stuff I've talked about. But I'm actually going to quickly read the tweet out. So Playco said, playing original RTB and what we have now is an eye-opener to all the things wrong with Storm 4 now. At this point, I think we should all push for another UNS4 patch to fix the input issues and lack of fluidity caused by 1.10. And I am 100% behind this. And I know, like, I keep going to very much. And I know that the people that play Storm 4 every day, like the most of us, also will agree on the same thing. I know Jerkflow will, I know Mr. Air Force will. People who really get a good feel for this game and people that are comfortable in the game like we are will understand what he is talking about. And now this video is now going to go in relation to a video I made, I think over like a month ago, almost 2 months ago. So after we got our patch, like the last patch, I said, what can we do moving forward? And what I said in that video was, I said, I want to get feedback from a lot of you. Now, a lot of you put your feedback into the comment section, which I still need to comb through and then put together. But one thing I keep meaning to do is I want to talk to Playco. I want to talk to, you know, other top players. I want to talk to like a lot of the European top players. I want to talk to like NA top players. And I want us to get feedback on what we need fixed. I don't care about, right now I do not care about what characters we want in the games or anything like that, or stages or anything, you know, any luxuries put in. Rather than luxuries, I want to talk about what we can have put into the game to make it better. Make it like how it was previous to this Momoshiki patch right here. That's what we need to look at doing. Number one priority is to somehow fix these misinputs. Now, one thing I need to do is that I need to get evidence on these misinputs not working. And that's going to be kind of hard because obviously playing on PS4, without a controller view, I have no other way to kind of show, oh yeah, like I would have to like show them a clip of me trying to do something, it not coming out, like, you know, me not being able to block or me not being able to switch, and then being like, I couldn't do that there. Trust me, I tried, but it didn't work. So I'd have to like, I don't know. I'll be talking to people and see how we can figure that out to show them that. But yeah, I'll be talking to a lot of people and see if I can get a very a common answer. Like, I'm sure a lot of people I talk to are going to say different things, like, oh, I don't like leader switching in this regard, or some people be like, oh, I don't like the chakra dashing in this regard. I'm going to try and get everyone's response and then come up with the most common answers and put them together. And then what I'm going to do in the future at some point, now I'm deciding when I'm going to do this because Keon is going to be making, Keon is going to be hosting a tournament. Unfortunately, I won't be going to the tournament because like COVID and stuff and the state that my country is in, or whatever, right now. I just don't feel it's safe right now, or I don't think it's smart, more so. So right now I'm just gonna basically just like not go. I'm hoping that Q1 will make another one in the future when, you know, everything's looking healthier, looking safer for everybody. But basically, what I want to do is I want to get this video out about changes. Now, I don't know if this change should be before or after his tournament, because I don't want to like ruin it for people. I don't want to like make these changes like literally like a day before the tournament happens, and then everyone in the tournament is struggling, because then CC2 then put out a patch or whatever, and then yeah. I'll be talking to some players and I'll talk about when this video will be released, because I get a feeling that if I release a video within like that same month, CC2 might then make changes. Oh my god, that would have been godlike if that hit. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
Oh shit.
This guy's having fun. But yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm still going to be on the midst of trying to get feedback from everyone and trying to see if we can get fixes done for this game. I'm completely behind Playco on this. I completely support Playco. I'm completely grateful for him and everything that's been done so far. And I want to work with him on making this game better, or at least putting it back to how it was. You know, Shino isn't still perfectly back to normal. He's still like kind of garbage. So, you know, I still want that like to be fixed. But you know, it's just I just want things. I just want like mechanics wise the fluidity to be back there. Like fluidity is important, and I just feel like in important scenarios my inputs are just getting missed, and it's just not fun for me. It's just not fun when your inputs are getting missed, you know, when you can't block because, you know, the game just didn't register it, or you can't character switch because the game didn't register it. But yeah, that's literally like the whole video. Like that's literally it. Like in summary, guys, please like just help us out, or help out the community just by being kind to each other. If you see someone lose, don't put them down. If you have advice, just help them. Like yes, the game is easy, but some people just miss things that you ain't gonna see. Like, and I am a prime example of that. I am finding stuff that a lot of you have never even seen before. So instead of just laughing at each other, educate each other, help each other. And with Storm 4, I'm gonna be trying my best to get a video out for CC2 to make it better again. I want them to try and release a patch to somehow fix the misinputs we're getting. I don't know if they've changed something that changed the fluidity of the game. I'm not sure what it is, but these misinputs are really annoying. But because of Playco Arm Boy's tweet, I'll put and I really support Playco Arm Boy. I'm gonna put his Twitch in the description below. I'm also gonna put a link to Jerkflow Koto's video in the description, the one that says I'm quitting Storm 4. So watch Jerkflow's video, check out Playco's Twitch, and please follow him. He's trying to get affiliated, and if he becomes affiliated, I will literally subscribe to him. So be sure to follow Playco on Twitch. And also I'm gonna put Mr. Air Force's video of me versus him in the description, and if you watch the fight, I want you guys to watch that fight and see if you can identify where the misinputs happen and where I get annoyed. But anyways, guys, that is my view on the current state of Naruto Storm 4. Right now, the current state of Naruto Storm 4 almost makes me want to give up on competitive, but I can't because I'm so invested. But right now, all I'm doing to have fun on this game is that I'm choosing characters that I enjoy. I'm not choosing massively overpowered teams, and I'm just enjoying myself that way. If anybody still wants to first survive me or whatever, feel free to do so, but I might not be taking it as seriously as you, because how can I take it seriously when misinputs are happening constantly? You just can't. Anyways, I'm sorry if this is a very long-winded video, but yeah, please tell me your thoughts in the comment section, and after this, I'll be talking to some people and I'll be seeing what I can get done in the community, and I want to get a lot of feedback, and I want to try and make a difference soon. But yeah, as always, this is Boy Poison Akami. As always, Jeanette.